hey, the best time for spring cleaning is the winter, so let's try a new intro song that I've been scrapping here.
All right, let's hear it.
Weedy beep bap, I don't know that. It's time to start the show.
Oh,
Colin.
yeah, House Husbands Podcast. Episode 9.
Wait, isn't it episode 10?
Oh, fuck.
So I got a game that I think we should play. It's called What Animal Am I?
What animal am I? Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start sort of acting like this animal a little bit, and you got to guess what animal.
You're going to act like an animal.
I'm going to act like an animal, but like, yeah, I'm going to act like an animal, and you got to decide, oh, what animal's this guy? Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay. Just over here flying.
Yeah, you're a goose.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I'm over here flying, and I got this plumage, and
Are you a duck?
Yeah. Man, I make a really ugly call over here for how pretty I am. That's right. Oh man, there's all these teams that are based on my plumage.
Is it the duck?
There's people sometimes
just
play
really
baseball.
stuck on the duck.
Sometimes play baseball.
Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Blue Jay.
Oh, hey, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like the call is pretty bad. Have you guys ever heard the call? Sorry, I said, do you guys like? Some person's gonna answer. Anthony, have you ever heard the call of a Blue Jay?
Yeah.
So contrast to how
I
beautiful it is, right?
That's why I tried to do the call for you.
It's like, oh, look at that beautiful Blue Jay. Look how perfect. You gotta know.
Yeah. Okay. I want you to try.
You want me to do one?
You pick an animal.
Okay. Jumping over fences all the time.
Rabbit.
Over fences?
A jackrabbit.
Look at me jumping over fences and
You're a jackalope.
And having brown fur
Features
all over me. Oh yeah, and
fur.
and lots of big old horns on some of me.
Are you a deer?
Some of us. Yeah, and yes, I'm a deer.
Or are you a moose?
No, is it? Well, I mean, I don't know if a moose can jump over fences.
Moose just walk through a fence, man.
They would.
Man, I saw a video of a moose just like wrestling a parked car.
Wrestling a parked car.
Just like,
you know what?
bored.
Moose look like they've never hit their legs once in their life. They're like the skinniest things ever, yet it holds up this massive body.
Oh, dude. Do you know a female moose is called a sow?
You made that up. Right now, you just made that up.
Sure, whatever you think.
I think that moose should be called meese in plural.
I completely agree. I was about to refer to them as meese as well.
But people would mispronounce it. Like if someone was trying to learn the English language, they might be like, "Oh, mice."
Well, how do you want to spell meese?
I think it should be 2 E's.
I think it's Meece.
Yeah, I like that.
Meese.
Oh, with a C?
Yeah.
I think there should be an S, just so it's close to moose.
Like that's correct, but
There's
like
2 O's
when you say meese,
E's.
in the same way that you say mice, it feels like a soft C.
Meese.
Yeah.
What about moose though?
Moose feels like an S.
It feels like an S, but
Moose.
meese feels
But
like a
meese-
C.
It's because it's when you do the E into a S sound, as opposed to an oo into a S sound, it sounds tighter. So like ees instead of oos.
That's a strong argument there.
Yeah. Well, I had a English teacher who said that it should be me. So
So it's, and he went to Oxford, so
Cambridge.
same thing.
You went on David Kate Beckinsale as well.
Yeah, he went to a lot of places.
Yeah.
Part of the Illuminati as well, I heard.
Yeah.
So.
Illuminati. He get it because he's not in it.
There's another thing that I wanted to bring up, and it's the game Candy Crush. So
Is that where you wear big boots and then you step on the Halloween candies that kids got in their pillowcase?
I don't know what kind of sick game
No,
that
what you
is.
do. Okay, so what you do, all right, is the kids go trick or treating, and then when they do that, you say, "Hey, kiddies, I got a."
You say, "Hey, kiddies."
Yeah.
You, an adult 23-year-old
Yeah.
man, say,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Well,
kiddies."
I don't have the mustache yet because November is
Okay.
after Halloween. I say, "Hey, little kiddies, let me make you a fun candy game. And then you take it and then you throw it on the ground and you step on the candy with your boots and you crush it. And then it makes a big candy cocktail because it melds the candy. And then all the kids are happy and joyous.
What?
That never happened to you as a kid?
Okay, whoa. Okay, so
what?
First of all, I was just thrown by the fact that you said candy cocktail. Like, it's on the sidewalk now. Like, I don't
no,
want
it's still in the case. You don't dump it out. You just like you tie off the bag and then you go like
and you just stomp
yeah.
on it. And then somebody
like
did this
Gonzalez.
to you
every year.
Every year.
Yeah.
Your parents would just come out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, here's a question
I'd
for
be
you
like,
too.
well, you're not going out again.
I don't consider chocolate candy.
Okay.
I think candy is candy, and I think chocolate is chocolate.
I agree.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Well, because candy's like hard and
Candy's like
or
jelly
like
beans.
I
or
would
like gummies.
I would debate whether or not a gummy's a candy, but I will for sure say like like a gobstopper or like a jawbreak, like that, like
that's
anything that's like a main base is like crystallized sugar.
Werther's Original.
I would say that's a candy.
That's a candy. Absolutely, it is.
I guess hard candies are the only things that in my mind I see as a candy.
But I also see like toffee as a candy as well.
So I guess in the game Candy Crush, there wouldn't be allowed chocolates because you can't crush it.
I would say no. And that's what I was thinking, because when you're saying, "Oh, they crush my candy in the bag," I was like, "Oh, but the chocolate would get everywhere. It'd be gross."
Yeah, it would. It wasn't the best part of it. It sort of
You're like saying it like it's a real thing.
it acted sort of like a sauce. See, the best thing though is
somebody just actively did this to you as a child.
The best thing is whenever your Uncle Dan does this to you, he says, "Candy Crush, a Candy Crush, a crush, crush, crush. It's a candy." Like the song is the fun part.
There's a song.
Yeah, whenever your uncle does. Yeah.
No. Okay, so no, what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Was with Candy Crush, right?
Yeah.
And my grandpa is a really big fan of Candy Crush. A lot of grandparents are big fans of Candy Crush.
Really?
Yes, it's like a huge pastime thing. Like, they just love it, right?
It's
for
like the
whatever
new Solitaire.
reason. Pretty much, yeah. Like, they're like, get off your phones, but then it's like they can't get off this Candy Crush game. But I was gonna tell you this story because I think it's really funny and I think it'd be hilarious to apply to real life.
Okay.
So like, if you're playing Candy Crush, whenever my grandpa plays Candy Crush, he always plays it until I think he's played it until level like 36, which isn't crazy far, but it's like that's where he just caps it. And every time, like if he loses it, then he just goes back to the beginning and just beats it over again. He just keeps playing the easy levels.
So he plays it like he's got one life.
No, like it's not like I'm punishing myself or challenging myself. It's more like it's
getting pretty hard.
That's getting hard. Let's just go back to 1, and then he just wins and like owns in like level 1.
And that's why when I started playing, I played soccer. As a kid, right?
Yeah.
And I got pretty far. Like I played till like start of high school, and at that point, like it's either you start joining rep leagues and get serious. Like I guess there's house league, but like it's less and less numbers, or you could play in school. And like at our high school, that's sort of like a rep league. That's where a lot of the good kids go is to play in high schools. I just rejoined it, Timbits, like U3.
Yeah.
Right? and then exactly.
You just kill everybody.
Yeah. And I was just
so
deking.
good.
I was like doing bicycle kicks and knocking it over their heads and.
But I was gonna say, how funny would that be if you applied it to real life? And I guess you kind of
exactly.
did.
That's what
but
I'm
I was
saying.
like, what if we just in life in general, you were like, oh, I gotta pay this mortgage.
You know what? I remember when my mortgage rate was this percent.
Why don't we just go back to level 1?
Why don't we just go back to before I bought this house and I don't pay a mortgage?
I love how a lot of just when you retire, it's just kind of like, all right, let's take her easy.
Well, you know what though? Retiring is kind of like going back to level 1 in a lot of ways because it's the first time since
it's like
you're
level
a kid.
1 but with money.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's going back with the cheat codes.
Yeah,
because it's like when you're a kid, you have all this time but you don't have like any responsibilities, and when you're retired, it's kind of like your responsibilities are like over for a bit. Like obviously you have like adult things, like you own a home and you have like grandkids and whatever, but they're just like in and out, right? You know what I mean? So like most of the time you'd be like, it's a Tuesday, It's 3 p.m. Maybe I'll golf today. You know,
Man, you could fall asleep at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
and nobody would judge you. Nobody would know. You know.
Yeah, no one would know.
That's hilarious. I like that retirement is just level 1. It's just back
It's just going back to toddler.
But and the thing is you still have responsibilities.
You still have responsibility, and you still have the better thing is that you have the maturity to like know like maybe I shouldn't like do that dumb thing that hurt me as a kid. Like you're not falling on pavement as much.
The only downside is that your body has deteriorated over the years.
Yeah, so if you start to try and ride scooters again, you could break a hip.
Yeah, or like there's a lot of people with like bad backs. It's like you sleep wrong, or like you're literally just watching TV and you like reach over to grab a soda and
you're like, oh, honey, call the chiropractor.
Like, so like there's certainly some caveats, right?
No, it's true.
That said, I mean, as you know, retirement sounds good. I wish we could retire right now.
I'm
personally,
I just did. I'm retired.
You're retired?
Yeah.
Could you put that on your Facebook? Like, just happily
Just
retired.
like, hey guys, like do a public post. I never do posts, and I'll do a public post like, hey guys, I really appreciate all the support that I've had over the years. You know, it's been great being a student. And I'm retired.
I'm retired.
I'm retiring now.
But have you ever seen those people that have on Facebook the works at happily retired?
Yeah, I want to do that.
That's what you should do.
Can you imagine putting that on a dating profile? Like you're like 18 and it says works at happily retired. It's the best way to say you're unemployed. Because they'll assume you got rich early.
They'll assume that you got rich. Oh, so it's not like you are.
Yeah,
it's
and you're living on like $300. Yeah.
You neglect to say you live in your parents' basement. Okay, let me do Mike this time.
Hey guys, we have the greatest himself, the GOAT, here to let you off today, out from school as we like to call it, and it's Mike Tyson.
Hey guys, Mike Tyson here. I just want to say that the boys have a wonderful podcast as well. They're on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You guys go check that out, and you'll love all the content.